Hello everyone, this is Jeremiah. As you all know, I had a live stream and one of my followers self-deleted. His name was Dangerous Toys. He was a very real person and he was a very special guest on my live stream. Now, he didn't delete because of the live stream. I do not know why he self-deleted. I don't know. I don't know why he did that. Let me repeat myself. I do not know why Dangerous Toys took his own life. I have no clue. But I can't help but think in the back of my mind, because he was a special guest at my live stream event, if there's anything I could have said or done differently, that he would still be alive. A lot of you out there may be thinking the same of a loved one, someone you lost. And is there anything I could have said, anything I could have done? So this is a follow-up to the last video, and I didn't make it clear, I guess. I did say it was a theory, and then I moved on. Because the whole point of the video was to prevent somebody else from doing it. That was all I was thinking about. My heart was in the right place. I was sincere. I meant every word of that video. I just didn't make it clear. I kind of gave off the impression that he deleted because he missed the live streams. No, I don't know why he self-deleted. I do not know why. I only stated that as a theory. I don't know why. Now, it's a possibility that he had what they call a parasocial relationship. Look it up. The phenomenon of parasocial relationships, where it's a possibility. I don't know why he self-deleted. It's a possibility that he got attached to the live stream because he's lonely, he was depressed, he was going through a very dark time. And just maybe the live stream event, because he wasn't just a commenter, he was a special guest. He came on the air with me. He was on screen. I made him feel special. I made him feel welcomed in my community on my live stream. I treated him like a human being. I treated him like a special guest because he was my special guest. I wanted him to feel that way. And then I quit for a while. And so what I think happened, I said, I don't know. Again, I do not know. He may have gotten attached to coming on the live stream. He may have had something to look forward to, a sense of belonging. He felt needed. He felt loved. He felt like he belonged. It's a theory. I don't know. I don't know everything. I'm just throwing that out there. I did come back a couple weeks ago, started live streaming again. But I don't... Should have come back sooner, maybe. I can't help but think in the back of my mind, had I come back sooner, if I'd not quit live streaming at all, that he'd still be with us. I don't apologize for thinking that way. I don't. I know he had a lot of things going on, so I don't know why he did what he did. I don't. And I'm not going to go around beating myself up and blaming myself. But still, a lot of you out there have lost someone the same way. You know, they overdosed on drugs, they drank too much, you know someone that's self-deleted. A lot of people feel the same way that I'm feeling now. Is there anything I could have said or done differently? If I just did this, maybe they'd still be with us. So I can't help but feel that way. Because a lot of you have lost someone, and you probably can't help but feel that way. Yes, he was a special guest on my live stream. Did he self-delete because the live stream was gone? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know why he did it. I'm just throwing that out there as a possibility that I built this community. I made him feel special. And then I disappeared and he didn't have that. He didn't have that support group anymore. But that kind of on him in a way. He could have gone looking to belong to something. He could have, I don't know. I can't help but think about that. When you lose someone, you can't help but think this way. You know. So if you have lost someone, don't go blaming yourself. Because you're going to do what I went through. You're just going to go beat yourself up. And don't. Because in the end, they did it. It's nothing you did. Everybody out, a lot of people out there have lost somebody to drugs or alcohol or some form of self-deletion. You know, it's sad. Like I said, I don't know why he did it. I don't. I really don't. And so I can't help but feel if I continued doing it and made him feel like a special guest like I did, he might still be with us. So I'm just wanting to know how I feel. So that's what's going on with me right now. And he was a real person. This is not a made up story. At least I don't, you know, Dangerous Toys is no longer with us. There is a tragedy that happened here. I'm not making light of it. So after Sunday night, after we address it one last time, we're going to move on to other video topics I want to talk about. Maybe we'll go and do something more fun, lighthearted. This just plopped up, and I don't know how to deal with it, and I'm trying to deal with it the best way I know how. I'm just addressing the last video. We're going to go ahead and end this video. Again, I don't know why he took his life. I just want to explain a little more clearly how I felt, how I feel. That there's a possibility that I built a community. There's a possibility that he got attached. He looked forward to it, and then that disappeared. That support was gone. So this is what I'm going through, and this is how I feel right now. So again, I don't know why he took his life. I don't know. I'm just throwing this out there as a possibility. Parasocial relationships are a very real phenomenon, and that's a very real thing. So unless you're a content creator, you don't know what this feels like. Well, you kind of do, even if you lost a family member this way, because you're always going to go thinking, had I just did this, have I just did that? Folks, don't beat yourself up like that. You're going to go through those feelings like I'm going through right now. You're going to have those feelings. I understand, because I'm going through that right now. If I just did this, would they still be here? Is there anything I could have said or done differently? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answers. So when you lose a loved one this way, you're going to ask yourself the same things. Is there anything I could have said or done differently? I don't have the answers. The only thing I can tell you, when you do lose someone this way, a family member that overdoses on pills or however they choose to do it, It's not your fault. They still chose to do it. There could have been other things. You may have tried to do everything you could have done. So that last video I made, I was very sincere, like I'm being right now, and I could have explained it a little more like I'm doing now. That's why I'm doing this video. I want to address it because apparently I screwed up in the last video. I made it see, well, I gave off a certain impression. I meant everything I said. I did say theory, but I didn't explain it enough. I should have said, I don't know why he took his life. This is an addendum to the last video. I'm having trouble sleeping. This is all I think about right now. As a content creator, they call it parasocial relationships. We're going to talk about it Sunday night in depth. I want to invite every one of you to come in Sunday night and let's talk about it. It's a real phenomenon. Let's also talk about the loss of a loved one. Is there anything we could have said or done differently? No. In most cases, no. There's really... I don't know what was going on in his mind. You don't know what's going on with that person. I just know he was lonely and he was depressed. When I did my live streams, it may have given him something to look forward to. May have. Let me rephrase that. May have given him something to look forward to. Because he got to come on as a special guest, not just a commenter. I acknowledged his existence. I talked to him like a friend. So, we're going to end this video. And I just want to get that clear. I need to give it a title. I'll think of something. Maybe I'll call it Part 2 or Addendum to clarify things. I don't know. Well, I'll think of a title. Anyway, I got to go to bed and try to get some sleep. I have to be at work at 8 in the morning. And I want to make this video fast and quick. It's already up to 13 minutes. That's the problem I ramble on. I just want to address it. And if you've lost a loved one, and don't beat yourself up. That's what I've been doing the last few days, is beating myself up. That's what I was going through. Because he was a special guest on my live stream. I'm always going, is there anything I could have said or done differently? I don't know. But in the end, he chose to do what he did. I don't know. I can't help but feel bad. I can't help but feel guilty. I can't help but feel, is there anything I could have done? If I had just done this, if I had done this, he'd still be with us. We all go through that phase. I'm going through that phase right now. So, those of you who have gone through that phase know what I'm going through. Yeah. Well, we're up to 14 minutes. I have to say goodbye. So, rest in peace, Dangerous Toys. You will be sadly missed. I miss you. The live streams will be different without you there. And I hope to prevent somebody else from doing the same thing. So we're going to address this Sunday night. Tune in Sunday night. Tune in. Let's talk about this issue of deletion and parasocial relationships, because it's a real phenomenon. Well, I gotta go. Bye-bye.